my name's Rebecca Balkin. I am the owner of Sweet Chick, an artisanal bakery and store in Sydney in Surrey Hills. And we have collaborated today with the Zionist Council of New South Wales to give you a cheats recipe for beautiful donuts for Chanukah coming up. This recipe for donuts I developed with my pastry chef Jordana Wiener for Chanukah coming up, which is very exciting, and we can't wait to share it with you. So thank you all for tuning in, and thank you to the Zionist Council for collaborating with us on this exciting recipe. All right, let's get started. So as I mentioned, this is a cheats donut recipe, and it's also dairy-free. If anyone doesn't want to have dairy after their meat meal, this is the perfect dessert for Chanukah. So literally, it's as simple as chucking everything in. So we're gonna start with the water. We'll put the wet ingredients in first. So we have water, and the quantities will come up on your screen. So that's there. Then we have oil, vegetable oil. We don't like to use canola oil, so vegetable oil is perfect and doesn't have a flavor. Then we've got some vanilla. Use good vanilla extract. Then we've got 2 eggs. So we'll just crack them open and check for blood spots. Beautiful. And second one. Just 2 eggs is all you need for this. Perfect. Alrighty. Now we'll move to the dry ingredients. So we've got, actually we'll put in the yeast first. So we've got some lovely yeast here. Also important to use good quality yeast. Flour, plain flour, because the yeast acts as a rising agent, so you don't have to use self-raising flour. Sugar and salt. So sugar goes in and the salt. And literally, guys, it is as easy as that. So everything gets chucked in the bowl, give it a little mix together or a fold together if you like before popping it in. So these days, we've got an industrial mixer, but most home mixers that you get comes with a dough hook. So our dough hook looks a bit like this, which most people will have with their mixers. So you just pop it in and then simply put the bowl in. So we've popped it in our mixer now. We're gonna close it up, close the safety. And simple as that. Just let it knead for about 10 minutes, and then you'll have a nice dough that comes together, and then we'll show you how to let it rise. So now the dough is done. We've got a nice smooth dough. Don't be alarmed, it will be quite a sticky dough. So all you do is you scrape it out of the bowl and put it into another well-oiled bowl. Just like that, scrape it out, easy. Then you've got your dough there, and all you do is simply cover it with plastic wrap and let it rise for 2 to 3 hours. You'll see a nice dome on the plastic, and that's when you know it's risen nicely. Keep it in a warm place and you'll get that nice dome. Then, once the dough has risen, you'll have a nice soft dough, and these are some dough balls that we prepared earlier to show you how to roll the donut. So all you do is you roll the ball under itself, kind of with the pinky of your hand, so you have a nice smooth shape. So you're kind of using your pinky to roll it nice and smooth into a tight bowl, and you want to roll it under itself. So you've kind of got that little bit there that came together at the bottom. Then you take a tray and you place them on the tray. Oil the tray, don't line it with paper, just oil it and place the balls on the tray. And I'll bring out the tray now to show you what it looks like after they've puffed up nicely. So this tray was in a nice warm place for about 30 minutes. And you'll see it's grown quite a lot. It's really nice and soft and warm. and this is what you want to end up with. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how to fry them. You don't have to use a deep fryer, as I know a lot of people at home don't have deep fryers. So what you do is you simply fill up a pot with oil, and then we'll show you that process now. So we now want to get to 160 degrees on the thermometer. So you want to fill the pot with oil as mentioned, and then you want the oil to get to 160 degrees before you pop them in the fryer. So these are our little donuts here. So you take it and simply just pop it in, and then all you do, be careful of your hands, it's 160 degree oil. You let it go on each side. So you want them to cook for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes on either side, and you will check them and you'll see you want them to be really golden brown and nice. And you can see here we've got the oil bubbling away, so it won't be long. So now, as you'll see, they're nice and golden brown. So we flip them over, and now we're going to give them another little while until they get golden brown on the other side. And then we're going to pop them onto the paper towel to get the excess oil off, and we'll toss them in some sugar. So have some paper towel ready on your tray and some sugar. So now that the donuts are nice and golden brown, we're just popping them off and taking them onto a paper towel to drain the excess oil, like that. And then we're going to put them straight into a bowl of sugar. So pop them in and toss them around in the sugar. Alrighty, now we're going to fill them. So now what we do is take a sharp knife and go quite deep in the donut, poke a hole and twist around. So you get a nice hole in there, and then we're going to pipe it with your favorite filling. So of course you've got to have the original jam. So we've got beautiful raspberry jam and our lovely coffee cream and caramel, which we're doing as a special at the shop, which we drizzle with our delicious caramel. And these ones you can get on our website or at the shop, quite decadent. So there you have it, guys. We've got our beautiful coffee caramel donut, the original raspberry jam donut. You can find these on our website or pop into store or make them yourself as we just did. We also have lemon curd in a dairy-free and a dairy option, as well as Nutella, which is everyone's favorite, of course. So thank you so much for joining us today. Be sure to pop into our store at 45 Hutchinson Street, Surrey Hills to say hi, tell us about your donut making experience, and we hope you loved it today. Chag Sameach.